What's up guys? Today we're going to be taking a look at the H-King J3 CUB Navy Edition. First things first, I would just like to say that I was impressed by the extremely fast shipping. It had been dispatched from the international warehouse and it was at my house in 3 days. Moving on to unboxing, although the box was slightly dented, nothing inside was damaged. The quality of the foam on this model is incredible, with the molded ribbing in the wings and how smooth it is. Unlike the gloss coating that the non-naval CUBs carry, this model perfectly exemplifies the traditional matte blue and gray scheme carried by the 230 Navy CUBs used in World War II. The foam is both a blessing and a curse, however, as it creases and wrinkles more than on less scale frames. I found that the landing gear was especially difficult to piece together, so here's how I assembled it. When you go to install the main gear, it might look like the pieces don't fit. Don't worry, and don't try to force them into place. Take the wing struts and place them in these slots, then screw the landing gear on top. When you attach the rear wheel, first install the servo and C-clip thing that looks like this. Attach the Z-bend servo rods to the servo base and then the tail wheel. Then you can go ahead and screw the tail wheel into place. Install the servo horns with these screws. I only use 2 screws on each, but you can use all 4 if you want. After the landing gear was assembled, the rest was relatively easy to piece together. One thing I would like to see in future models from H-King is better directions or labeling on the screws used in the model. I ended up having to glue the horizontal and vertical stabilizers on instead of screwing them in because I used the wrong screws and they got stuck. If you look closely in the bag of goodies that came with this model, you can find strips of wire with loops at the end, along with a bag of tiny springs. Also, look for a bag of plastic securing hardpoints. Use the small anchors and save the big ones for the wings. Those pieces are used for supporting the vertical stabilizer on the real version of this aircraft. On this model, they are more for looks, but man do they look good once you put them on. This model also comes with the hardware to put them on the bottom as well, but I left them off because I might fly through grass sometime, which would knock these off. Glue the larger hardpoints to the wing. Again, I used hot glue for this. Next comes the wing assembly. Use the included fiber rods and slide them into their designated slots. The wider diameter, shorter length rod goes in the middle slot, and the two smaller diameter, long length rods go on either side. You might need to slide them in and out a couple times to make it easier to put together. I used hot glue to secure both wing halves. At this point, you are going to want to bind your radio to the plane. I didn't show this part of the process because everyone uses a different radio system. Plug the Y connector into the aileron servo wires and connect it to the plane. When you plug the servos in, they will automatically center, allowing you to plug in the control rods and linkages. Make sure the servos are centered in the fuselage, then attach the linkage ends to the control horns. Next, plug the wing struts into the wings and use the same screws used for the control horns to hold them in place. After you finish this step, flip the plane over and install the propeller. Overall, this is an amazing model at a super low cost. It shipped fast, and although some parts were difficult to understand, it went together quite well. I would highly recommend this model to anyone who has previous building experience or a love for scale models. I would rate this 8.5 out of 10. Make sure to subscribe if you liked the video. I will be posting a maiden flight in the coming weeks. Thanks for watching.